judging, and I'm going to interview some of the bands tonight for Battle of the Bands. Come on with me.
So what's up, guys? I'm Ryan. I run a recording studio and multimedia company called Shell Shock Multimedia. Organized all this, I want to thank everybody for coming out. A little quick explanation of what's going on. All these bands have the chance here to win a record contract, a full-length album, some photography, some album artwork, a ton of great stuff. Thank you all for coming out and support them. Half of their points tonight do come from you. When you came in, there were 2 little raffle tickets you were given. Unfortunately, there's no raffle. You don't get to win anything except for seeing 6 awesome bands tonight. And so you're going to vote for the bands you want to win. There are cups on the railing over there by Kyle's mom. Wave, Kyle's mom. Yes, next to Kyle's mom, there are some cups on the railing. Band names written on the cup. That's how you'll vote. You just drop your thing in there. They'll get counted at the end of the night. I'm excited for all the bands that are playing tonight. This first group is called Pryzem, but they spell it with like some shapes in there, so good luck finding them on social media, but check these guys out, and I'm gonna get up there.
I am here with 2 representatives from the band Pryzem. They were the first band to play tonight for the Battle of the Bands, and oh my god, they were amazing. We got a lot of clips of them. Tell me your names, please.
I'm Elise Louise.
I'm Ryan Salisbury.
And what do you play?
I play saxophone.
Play guitar.
Love it. They're fantastic. I said that already, but I'm going to say it again. Okay, we don't have a lot of time, so tell me, when did you guys form as a band?
I think we formed, I can't remember, but I think it was about a year ago when we started playing as a full band.
Only a year ago. Oh my god. Oh my, I love it. Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Okay, how did it happen?
How did it happen?
We started dating.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you 2 are a couple. Love
We're
it.
a couple.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then a year later, we finally got some people together, formed our band. We started playing a lot of funk covers and pop covers, R&B covers, and then we decided we needed to start writing original music, and that was about a couple months ago. I'd like to just introduce the band that played tonight. So the drummer is my best friend, Dan Leon. I've been playing with him for like 8 years now. Jonah Petrelli is this fantastic bass player in Pittsburgh, and we really crushed it tonight. And then Owen Dugan-Bacha on keyboard.
What is your genre? What do you label yourself as?
I was thinking like disco funk or something. It's like
Disco
funk,
funk.
but it's like
Yes.
groovy, you know?
It is groovy. And I saw you had music stands up there. I'm assuming there was sheet music. You guys have like composed everything, right?
Yes.
Yeah, give me your background.
Well, I went to Duquesne University and studied music, and then after that I played on cruise ships, and then I played in like resorts in the Middle East for years, and I moved to the Netherlands, and that's actually where we met. We met in the Netherlands, oddly.
Are you from here originally? What?
I'm originally from Massachusetts, but I moved here a decade ago.
Yeah.
But we still oddly met in the Netherlands.
Yeah, in
really
Amsterdam. It was like the first time we ever saw each other.
Amazing. So, like, since you guys met, have you kind of always played together?
Yeah. Well, not since we met in the Netherlands. It was a
Yeah,
couple
then I
years
just
later.
like kept living in the Netherlands,
Okay.
and he
Pandemic
came
brought
back
us
here.
together.
The pandemic is
Gotcha.
how I moved back. I just like had a ticket to come back to Pittsburgh on like March 15th, and then like London airport was shutting down as I was flying, and I was like, is there a bombing? Like, what happened? And then
Right.
like got to New York, and then finally Pittsburgh, and it was like, oh, the world's ending. I'm
No,
stuck
I'm
here.
gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Wow, and I'm glad you did because oh my
Yeah.
god, the music's really, really good, guys. So you just started writing originals a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, these a couple of the originals we played tonight worked out. Well, we finished writing them, but we worked them out yesterday morning before the gig. And
Well, when you're
and
real
got 'em
musicians,
worked
you
out,
can
so-
do that. I understand. I've been there, done that. I totally get it.
Yeah.
The transitions were so clean. I mean, like every key change, everything that you did. Oh yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Love
you.
it. I'm sorry. I'm excited. I'm
I'm
geeking
so
out.
glad you enjoyed.
I really
So fun.
did. Okay, so where can people find you on social media?
So we have a Facebook page. It's a Pryzem. For the Facebook page, it's Pryz upside down EM.
Uh-huh.
And
Because
then
they have like symbols and they spell it. Well,
Yeah.
it's, I don't want to say funky. It's cool, but like I guess it's a little funky.
It's funky.
Yeah,
and
that
then-
suits you guys. Thank you for sharing your music. It was a joy to hear you. Thank you for
Yeah.
talking with us, and best of luck to you guys.
Thanks.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Bye. And I am here with the guy that coordinated all of this. It's Ryan Dowden. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
Okay, so I want to make sure we have time to get down for the next band, so I'll
Sure.
keep this short and sweet. But
fine.
where did this idea come from?
So, before I opened the recording studio that I have now, I booked concerts in my younger days, in my early 20s. I'm 35 now. I'm basically an old man in the scene.
I'm 30, not that much younger.
I wouldn't have guessed a day over 29. So I used to book concerts. I did some of these large format Battle of the Bands events in the past. They were always very successful. This is a way for me to promote the studio a little bit. I now have 24 bands that I've worked with that I have a connection with to say, hey, do you want to record at the studio with me? The grand prize winner, so there's 4 of these qualifying events. Top 2 are going to move into the finals. Those are out in September. But the grand prize winner is going to get a full-length album recorded, album artwork done, a music video. There's a whole
There's a lot.
laundry list.
Yeah,
of-
there's a lot.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome,
Yeah.
actually. Okay, how did you get all of those people and all of those sponsors to come together for this huge grand prize?
So it was a lot of just calling on my friends.
Yeah.
A little bit, you
Yeah.
know, obviously being in the scene as long as I have, I've made some connections. I know your band is signed to DI Records,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
So DI Records is actually one of the sponsors, and they're who are offering the record contract. So they helped a little bit in terms of finding some of the bands.
Mm-hmm.
I think they kind of scouted some bands they might have been interested in, and were, you know, using the competition to figure out if they want to sign them or not.
Sure.
But yeah, one of my best friends is a graphic designer. He's doing the album artwork. There was a videographer that recorded a music video for a band at my studio, so they're doing the music video. I've been using the same photographer for like 15 years now, and she does great work. So yeah, it was a lot of calling on my friends. I didn't know where to host it, and Bob, the owner here at Brandy's, which I love this venue,
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Bob contacted me and said, hey, we normally do 21 and over stuff, but let's do an all ages gig for your Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
And so we set it up, and it worked out.
Awesome. So how many rounds until the final round?
So technically it's 2 rounds. There's a qualifier and the finals,
Mm-hmm.
and then there were 4 of the qualifying rounds. So 5 events total. Today is actually the last
one.
The last one.
Yes.
So I've gotten to meet some great artists so far.
Mm-hmm.
One of the big things that we do, the way we handle the winner, is we're not just, I've been to a lot of Battle of the Bands events where at the end of it, some guy from some production company named after a monkey goes, hey, who did you like, this band? And the crowd goes, woo! woo, you know.
Right.
And the band that played last always wins because their fans are still there. So we like to be a little more fair about it. We have a panel of judges, I'm sure you know, as you are a judge.
Hey.
And then we also have a ballot vote that goes on. So it's 50-50 between the judges and the voting. And that way, you know, a band that's incredible and talented musically, but doesn't have as much of a following or can't market themselves as well.
They have a chance.
They have a chance.
Yeah.
But as well, a band that maybe isn't the best, maybe they're just getting started, but they have a bigger following, they also have a chance.
Right.
So we give all the bands their feedback from the judges so they know things they can work on, things that do work, things that don't work. So we're trying to spark their careers.
I like it. Fantastic. Well, it was nice chatting with you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me be a judge.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
And absolutely. And we better get down there for band number 2.
Band number 2.
All right. To be continued. Everybody, I am here with the representative for the second band of the evening, Spunk Byte. Now, before I get into the name, because I want to know, please tell me your name, what you play, and then tell me about the other members of the band as well.
Okay, so my name is Sid. My real name is Ryan, but I go by the name Sid. I play lead guitar and lead vocals, and I'm deaf in my right ear, so we actually tune. What's different about our band from different other bands is I'm sensitive to sound, so I don't tune to standard 440 hertz. I tune to the frequencies of the planets in our solar system because they resonate on a deeper level emotionally and intellectually.
There is a whole thing about that. I'm well aware, and I appreciate it.
Yes.
Yes.
So
nice.
And then we have Kyle as our bass player. He's a fantastic dude. Loves the Grateful Dead, loves the jam. One of my best friends. And then we got Tristan as well, who's another one of my best friends. And Tristan also loves the Grateful Dead. I don't like the Grateful Dead, but
that's okay.
I'm starting to like them. They're getting me into them.
It's growing on you?
I think that's why they're my best friends, is because they're teaching me how to
That's
get
good.
over the things I don't like and like new
Well, you
things.
had to have different influences within the music.
Yes.
But I want to know about the name.
Spunk Byte. Okay.
Yeah.
So my buddy Zach that we were just hanging out with at the bar, we were jamming one day. It was his first time stopping by and listening to our band play. It was like 2 years ago, first time jamming, and he stops in and he says, "Play me a song." So we play him a song. How it usually goes. And at the end, he was like, "I like that." He goes, "It spanks, and it has some bite to it." He goes, "Spunk Byte," and I was like, "Yes."
That
I was
is
like,
it.
Band name.
That's the band
The
name.
rest is history.
Okay. So genre. Let's talk genre.
Okay.
What do you? That I know that's such an elusive question. I hate it when people ask that about my own band. It's like, what do you think we are? But how do you describe it?
I usually just go with experimental prog rock. So
Okay.
because our influences are their influencers are big on the Grateful Dead, obviously, but mine are Pink Floyd, Tool, Pussifer, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Rush,
Yeah.
anything old school prog. So we kind of take our influences from that, plus the idea of the progressive idea and element of using the specific frequencies and actually I study neuroscience and physics and how to actually put healing into the music. So taking the concept of sound healing and putting it in rock and roll. That's kind of the whole goal
That's
of
amazing.
what we're doing. So it's beyond just music. It's
love
it's
that.
an actual science experiment too for me in a way. So
How long have you guys been together, and how long have you been doing your science experiment?
me personally, I've been studying it for pretty much my whole life because I've always just felt alienated from the world being deaf in one ear, and everyone telling me I was never going to be a musician. So I was like, no, I'm going to be a musician. I was like,
Yeah.
nobody knows me but me, so let's go for it. And then I ran into these guys about 3 years ago, so like right before COVID happened. And we happened to land a studio the day that, actually the guitar I was playing that I said was the frequency of the sun. The day I bought that guitar, it's called the Apocalypse, tuned it to the sun frequency, and then 3 hours later the world went on lockdown. And I don't know if you believe in synchronicity, but that's when life got kind of weird for us. That's when the band kind of really, we felt like it was more than just a band and a group of friends. Like we feel like there's a divine purpose behind what we're doing. Yes.
So you had mentioned the studio. Have you guys recorded an EP, singles? Like, where can people find your music?
Okay, so we are on Spotify and iTunes. We have an album called Soul Arcana that we released on 420. It's self-produced and self-recorded.
Okay.
So Spunk Byte, B-Y-T-E, S-P-A-N-K, B-Y-T-E, not
Thank
B-I-T-E.
you. I always ask people to
Yes.
spell it, and you did it.
If you put it on Google, we're the first page on Google.
Fantastic. And so, like, I noticed you guys you're a trio.
Mhm.
Most bands are usually looking at a 4-piece.
So we were a 4-piece.
Oh, okay. Because, like, having a trio as like a full rock band, that's pretty unique. Like, one of the main bands that comes to my mind is, like, Chevelle.
Yeah.
And unless, like, you know their music, you wouldn't
Yeah.
know they were a 3-piece because they're so powerful. Props to you guys because I wasn't
you.
missing anything. You guys, you had the volume, you had the presence, you had everything as a 3-piece.
Thank you. That actually means a lot because
Yeah.
literally, as of like a month ago, we lost our 4th member, which was one of our best friends. He was the main drummer, and our drummer now was like he did bongos and stuff, auxiliary drums. But he's now within literally a month ago we were.
So he's essentially a fill-in turned official member.
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
And
this happened
literally,
within a month.
like we thought this band was falling apart like a week ago, and then 2 days ago at this new studio we have like a whole entire stage at our studio. This new place, the universe has been gifting us and blessing us with beautiful things. So we just stuck together and we were like, we're going.
That's
Divine
fantastic.
meaning. And the practice we had the other day, it's like a magic just happened. It's like I feel like all the best bands out there are the ones that just they tap into a frequency beyond just them, and they come together and channel that music. So that's kind of what happened the other day. It was like even though we were struggling to interconnect between the 3 of us, it just happened, and we were like,
That's fantastic.
yes. So,
Well, I'm really happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Super proud of you guys for
Thank you.
still getting up there and doing it. That is fantastic.
thank you.
Thank you so much for talking to us. And
Yeah,
please
thanks for having me.
go and check them out and check out all their social media platforms. All right, guys. Till next time.
Peace. Thanks. Much love.
Thank you. We're going to do a quick guitar change. We're going to go to the next. Bring up the heat a little bit.
Okay, everybody, I am here with Caught on Sight. Fun facts, I was supposed to interview these guys like 2 years ago, and then COVID hit,
Yep.
and we never got to do it. So I'm glad I finally got to see you guys.
We're glad to be here.
Yeah, so why don't you tell me who you are, tell me who all these guys are, what you play in the band.
So I'm Gavin. I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Robert. I play bass and I sing.
I'm Hayden. I play drums and I sing. I'm Wyland. I just play guitar.
The Wyland's actually a new addition. This is his first show with us. So.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, us three were
Wow.
brothers, and then this is my best friend for the last 10 years. So.
Awesome. Okay, so tell me about the name. What is it?
Really, Not much meaning to it. I mean, we're trying to look for a name that kind of stuck out. We like bands like Dead to Me, Get Dead, Caught on Sight kind of just stuck. We were once called Trapped Opinions when we were like 10. We've been playing music for like 10 years, so.
That was one of my next questions. How long have you all been playing together?
Serious playing like 5 or 6 years, but me and him been messing around for like 10.
Okay, so what I can tell from listening to you guys is you are very rehearsed. I mean, like, everything is really tight. The
Thank you.
vocals are tight. Your transitions are really tight. How often do you guys get together and rehearse?
Well, during COVID, not at all. But right now, we've been getting together about once a week now. We don't really have a rehearsal space, so this is actually the first time we played as a live band in a year. So, yeah, we kind of just went together and just played. We usually play acoustic.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, everything looked really, really tight.
Thank you.
I mean, some of those like tempo transitions were pretty tricky, and you guys nailed it. So
Thank you.
You are all clearly very in sync with each other.
Yeah, we comes from, I think, a lot of us just playing for so many years together and everything. I mean, especially with us being brothers and all, we kind of just have the same mindset when to come in, when to do things. So
Let's talk about the genre. What are you guys?
we classify ourselves as just punk rock. So a little bit like melodic hardcore. So, I mean, we're kind of transitioning into some different stuff with the new stuff that we write, but it's still basically punk, just a little bit of different elements to it.
Very cool. Let's talk the EP, because I know you guys just released one.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me
yeah.
about it, and where can we find it?
You can find it on any digital platform. We actually recorded that EP in just 2 days, and I think it sounded pretty decent.
How
It's
many
definitely-
songs?
5 songs.
5 songs, 2
yeah.
days. That's fantastic.
Yeah, we definitely, I think it's our best release to date. Like, I think we worked really, really hard on that. We spent pretty much all of COVID working on songs and stuff, and out of all the songs, I think we made like 8 to 10, 12, something like that. We only picked 5. So, yeah, we were super picky with the songs that we chose because we felt like they were the best. So,
All right, guys.
Thank you very much.
You very
We appreciate
much.
it.
And best of luck.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's called Golden Apple.
Everybody, I am here with the source of all.
The source of all.
The source of all.
How you doing?
Tell me about the name.
The source of all. It's a name about anything and everything, and it's what we thought to call, divine consciousness, something that we all are before we exist, or whatever you want to call it. But we wanted something that was very powerful and that would last for a long time. And we feel coming out of Pittsburgh, it's a name that hits close to home, and it's a very hometown name for us because we've grown up in the city. We have a lot of people that support us, and we wanted something that brings the team, brings everybody, and that's what the source of all, it tries to encompass. So, yeah.
I like that. It's for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody.
It's for everyone. We are the source of all. Before we jump into genre and things like that, why don't you tell me who you all are and what you play within the group?
Sure. My name is James J. I play guitar and vocals, and yeah.
And this is my brother right here, blood related, from the same bloodline. And I play bass, so he's on strings, I'm on the other strings, and I'm Nick. All I gotta say about myself.
Okay.
Hi guys, Thomas Hall, percussion. Hi, backing vocals. Thanks, stepdad. Yeah, backing vocals and yeah, percussion. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Genre. Let's talk genre.
Genre, that's a hard one.
I know. I hate that question.
We really like, maybe not, we hate to say the term pop punk or punk rock, but what punk rock stands for in heavy metal, what that stands for in just very intense genres of music, we like to think that's what we are, and we like to blend a lot of styles together. But yeah, I think we carry the punk rock spirit, and if somebody asked me what the Source of All was, I'd say at heart it's a punk band.
Love it. How long have you all been together?
That's another tough question. Well,
close friends.
Nick is my brother. I actually taught him to play music, and we played music together for many years. Me and TJ played in bands since we were 12 years old, since the middle school talent show. So it's just been a dream come true. Nick's gonna be 18 in a couple months, and yeah, that's my little brother. He's kind of a child prodigy.
Why are you all so young? I feel so old.
Yeah.
Oh, you all make me feel old. That's okay. No, it's fantastic. I love it. You guys are really solid. You put on a fantastic show. I really enjoyed it.
So much.
And you guys have a really solid fan base.
Thank you.
Which is nice.
Yeah. We've been around for a long time, even though we haven't been out there so much. We've been in there, you know, and
Right.
we've been on that inward journey, and we care about those around us, and that's why we named our band that. And I hope when people come out to the shows, they feel that energy.
Let's talk EPs, singles, like where can we go? Do you have any music released?
Currently, we have a YouTube channel. It's called The Source of All on YouTube. We almost have 600 subscribers. It's not a lot, but it's a start.
No, that's great.
And it's kind of like a hometown fan base right now, but we have some videos there. We have yet to release our first album, which will be released in the fall.
Oh, fantastic. How many songs?
There's going to be about 11 or 12 songs. We haven't decided,
Okay.
but somewhere around there.
Where are you recording?
We actually record at Shell Shock Studios
Nice.
with Ryan,
Yeah.
and we actually rent a rehearsal space there. And because of him, he's made a lot of opportunities possible to us. So we're very thankful for him, you know, for that.
Mhm.
But yeah, absolutely. Before that, we practiced in my dad's basement. The coronavirus kind of changed that, as you can imagine,
For
with
everybody.
lockdown and everything like that. So when Ryan came along, it really helped us out, and we couldn't have been more thankful. So.
Yeah. And let's talk social media really quickly.
Yeah,
Give me all of your tags.
Yes, we have an Instagram and we have a Facebook. Our Facebook is actually verified. It's easy to find. It's The Source of All. We've got over, I think, 1,000 followers on there. So it's been pretty good. And yeah, we also have a Twitter. We're on Instagram as The Source of All. And our first album is supposed to come out this fall. And we're looking to record some music videos as soon as we possibly can after that. So.
Love it. I love it. This guy right here is a showman.
Thank you.
Yeah. He puts on a show. They were really, really fantastic. So please go and check them out. Thank you for chatting with me, guys.
Thank you so
I really
much.
appreciate it.
It was great talking
And
with you, too.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a good one.
All right.
I am here with Broom. It's a 6-piece band. They were amazing. And they're all babies. Well, at least by my standards. Okay, before we get into like the band, tell me who you all are and what you play.
My name's Caleb Biener, and I play the bass.
I'm Race Mitchner, and I'm vocals.
I'm Bodie Dubreck. I play guitar.
I'm Talon Slobodnik. I'm also vocals.
I'm Carter Stasha. I play the drums.
I'm Ben Felak, and I play guitar.
Okay, we got a lot to unpack really quickly. Woo! Hi, Corey. Sorry, side. Okay, you're the baby, and you're gonna be a senior in high school.
Correct.
You're so good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, how did this all happen? You're all, what's the oldest, 22?
21.
Oh, 21, even better. How did this happen?
We're all just friends from high school. So
It started off with just these two. Yeah, so I got a text from these two one day saying they needed another guitar player. Okay. And then I said I knew a bass player, so we got him. And then we needed another singer for certain songs, so we got Talon. And this kid I heard about through Race here because he was in high school with him. I wasn't even in high school with Carter here.
Okay. How long have you all been a group, like officially?
Well, we've been playing out for like not even a year. Yeah.
Okay.
But we started about a year and a half ago.
Okay. The name, Broom, why? What is it? Tell me.
That was all me. So
he takes full credit.
everyone was trying to pick a name, and they were all really bad. And then we were at actually Bodie's dad's shop.
Hi, Chad.
That's where we
You're
practice.
watching this.
Yeah, and I saw Broom, and I picked it up, and I was like, decision made. So.
And you all stuck with it.
We have our own emoji. It's the Broom emoji.
Yeah. Listen, we came up with that. Listen, Apple's paying us royalties for this, all right?
That's perfect.
The name comes built in with a bunch of puns too, so we got pretty lucky with that. Like, that's a good one we came up with. Yeah.
Well, you kind of are. I mean, wow, guys. I'm very excited to see what happens. Okay, all right, let me get down to business. Genre, what are you guys?
Everything. That's
I
probably
noticed
the
that.
hardest question, but
Also
primarily rock.
not. Like, what?
We do a lot more like sort of 80s rock.
We're pretty much just like
The way I describe it is if Beatles, Kiss, and Iron Maiden had a kid, that's us.
Okay, so like
Maybe some Metallica.
umbrella term rock, and then it's kind of like pick your flavor, whatever the individual person thinks you are.
We all like different genres here. Like, so we like to think everything melds together. He's a heavy guy. He likes heavy music. Yeah. He likes Beatles. He likes 70s rock. You like 90s rock. Him and I like 80s. So we're pretty similar.
EPs, singles. What do you guys have out there?
Right now, we're on Spotify with the Monster Mash and our first song ever. Yeah, If I Were the Devil. We're hoping to win this competition to, put out a full EP, full album. But right
do you
now
guys
we're
have the material for a full EP, like a
Oh, yeah.
6-song EP?
Yeah.
You guys are ready to
we
roll?
have a catalog.
You're ready to roll.
Yeah.
His power stance, yeah.
Okay, give me all of your social media tags.
Our individual or the band?
The band,
Okay.
please.
So Instagram @Broom the Band, Facebook @The Band Broom.
No spaces, no caps.
If you find any of our social medias, there's a link tree with
Yeah.
all the other social media.
We have a business card. We can just give you the business card too.
We can do like a close-up on the business
Yeah,
card
we have
at
a
some
QR
point.
code, so you can probably scan it
Okay.
through the.
Okay, fantastic. Guys, you're really good, and you're all so young. And like, listen, like I'm getting to the point where like I'm getting close up.
If that interests anybody.
Thank you, sir.
We'll sign it.
It's a token of our appreciation.
I won't be mad about it. You can all sign it. I'm really excited to see the younger generation doing the thing and being really, really good at it. So thank you for a fantastic set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you guys. And for all of you watching, look them up. Yeah, they're good. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks, bye. everybody, I am here with our final band for the evening. They are Bloody Run. So, what genre are we?
So Bloody Run comfortably fits in, I'd say, thrash metal. There's a lot of black metal and death metal elements, a little bit of grindcore, but just as a general blanket term, we usually go by thrash metal.
Okay, so I love that you kind of have a bit of an aesthetic going on. You've got the hood over your face. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I mean, you look at some of the most popular bands throughout, all of the history of music. Let's say Kiss, Slipknot, for example. You could, argue the quality of the music. I mean, of course, that's subjective, but the thing that brings people back is the image, the fact that you go out to a show, you're not going to see music, you're going out to see a show, and and the energy, the look. That's all part of the act. We don't just want to be musicians; we want to be entertainers.
Yeah. And you're definitely getting that across, with you covering your face. And then I saw we had candles on stage and we had some other props in the background. So fantastic. I love it. I say go even further with it because I really, really enjoyed it. Now, before we started filming, you guys told me you have only been together for a few months.
For a few months.
That's...
When was our first practice? Sometime in early March. Early March is when we first
Okay,
started
how did it happen? How'd you guys get together?
So I have my own solo black metal project, and then I just had the desire to bring it out on stage, and just the way that music worked, it just wasn't going to fit a live setting. So I kind of looked toward bands such as Motorhead, Bathory, Slayer, and it's like these bands that play this high energy music and are able to get a crowd rolling while still having awesome fretwork. Great stage presence. We wanted to just bring that out here and see what happened, and so far I think we've done pretty dang well.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about the name, Bloody Run. How did that come about?
So Bloody Run is the name of my hometown. It's now referred to as Everett, but originally it was called Bloody Run. During the French and Indian War, there was what they called the Battle of Bloody Run, where there's a river that runs through the middle of the town, and there were a lot of Native Americans that were slaughtered, and the river ran blood red for weeks afterward, and ever since then that was known as Bloody Run. And we do tackle a lot of war themes. There's a lot of Native American genocide, that type of thing. I just feel like that's the thing that needed to be brought to the forefront, I suppose.
Well, we're not going to get political, but there's
a
lot of things going on with the Native American community right now anyways, so right. I think that's very appropriate, and that's awesome that you are bringing a voice to that.
Right, I mean,
so kudos to you.
It's not even a means of creating a political statement or anything. It's
sure.
Just more as a theme, and I guess you could say awareness toward the subject, but some bands will write about horror or gore, and people can say that's grotesque and often offensive, but the subject matter we're writing about, yes, it's also grotesque, it is violent, but this is stuff that has actually happened.
Sure. It's history, and it's also our
exactly
what's going on in the present.
Exactly.
I want to talk about the style of your vocals. It's a very specific vocal style. Most people, vocal coaches would describe it as using the false vocal cords.
Correct.
Yeah, is that how you go about it?
Yeah, I do mainly false chord. There's maybe a little bit of a fry technique being involved, but as far as using the false chord, it was mostly something I learned on my own and through the help of some other people. Yeah. And it's a style that some people kind of point their head up toward and say, oh, it's just screaming, you can't understand.
Oh no, it's not. It's absolutely not.
Absolutely
there is just to bring awareness to that technique. There is so much skill and technique and training that goes behind the using your false vocal folds and doing it correctly without hurting yourself. So I really applaud you for that.
Thank you.
Because that's it's a difficult skill and not many people can do it. Yeah. Nice work. You have a very lovely speaking voice, though. Do you do any actual normal vocal fold singing?
I do not.
You do not? Have you ever tried it?
I have with mixed results.
Okay.
It's something that I wouldn't say. I don't know. I don't think it would fit this style. There's some other projects that I may use it on, but it's an area where I'm not particularly trained in.
Sure. I was just curious because, I said, you have a lovely speaking voice, but you're fantastic at the false vocal fold screams and growls. So, anywho, let's talk about EPs, singles. I know you guys said you've only been together for a few months, but do you have anything out there?
We currently have a demo out on YouTube, so you could check that out on Bloody Run on YouTube, which is referred to as the Bloody Run demo. It's just a 3-track demo, really short, super raw performance. It was all DIY. We're hoping to get into the studio to record an EP pretty soon here. Of course, been rehearsing, we've been writing, and then we're hoping sometime early next year or so
Fantastic.
we'll have something out.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And then as far as all of your social media tags, give them to me so people can find you.
Bloody Run _ on Instagram. On Facebook, we're just Bloody Run. I think at the username @Bloody Run Band. Again, on YouTube, we're just labeled as Bloody Run. We have our demo available now.
Awesome. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you said this was your first show?
That's correct. This was our first show.
Well, congratulations
Thank
to
you very much.
three. I mean, that's a feat in itself, and you guys did a really fantastic job.
Thank you.
So congratulations, and I look forward to hearing more from you. Please be sure to go check out Bloody Run. All right, thanks, guys.
All right. Let me give a round of applause for all the bands that have played so far tonight. These guys are doing their thing, putting their heart into this. Of course, we all know this is a competition. The top 2 bands are going to be moving on to the finals for a chance to win a record contract and a full-length album and some album artwork and a music video, and I can keep listing things. I'm not even making all that up. Like, they're literally going to be able to win that. So the top 2 bands are going to move on to the final round that are in September. I'm just going to announce the top 2, but all the other bands, the judges tonight did take some notes for you, so if you're interested in these, I have them for you as well. So in second place for tonight with a score of 870 out of a possible 1,000, we've got The Source of All. That was our first show, guys. That was our first show with that band. And then taking the top spot tonight, now I don't know if these guys know that, but they're going to get 1 free song recorded at my studio for taking first place tonight, in addition to the chance of winning the full-length album. But with a score of 949, that's the highest score we've seen so far in the competition out of a possible 1,000, we got Broom moving on to the final. Super close competition tonight, guys. Couple of scores with 2 points apart. Everybody did a fantastic job. Props to everybody who came out to support. I hope to see a lot of you in September. Have a good night. Drive safely.
We're really happy about it. We're taking second tonight. We're really happy with all the bands that came out.
We'll see you at the finals.
Yeah, see you at the finals.
We're real excited. That was awesome.
God,
yeah, we're seeing how we can do better though. We're reading our notes here, so
that's getting it up
we're gonna
there.
see how we can improve.
Yep, we'll come back to Black Forge stronger than ever.
Yeah, that's right. We're excited.
Well, everyone, it has been a fantastic night for music. I hope you enjoyed this segment. Be sure to follow and like all of the bands on their social media platforms, and we'll see you next time. That's a wrap.